The why behind the why. How many times in your life you did things or you make decisions, you took decisions with such a profound why, such a personal why, that you even felt kind of ashamed to speak about it? So then what did you do? You cover it with a different why that is more acceptable and appropriate of others and the society. You see, there was a time in my life where I was very ashamed of my why. I wanted to be one of the biggest speakers in the world. But the thought of just thinking that, how can I want something like that? That's a selfish thing to think that you want to be the biggest person in the world, one of the biggest speaker in the world, because I thought that the world would see me and because I have a message to say. And you're going to ask me, but why, Adriana, do you want to be the biggest speaker in the world? Isn't that comes with a lot of responsibility? Yes, it does. No, it comes with huge responsibility. And you will ask myself, why we want to do something like that? Because you know my why, the one I was ashamed of, I thought that if I'm the biggest person in the world, or I'm a big speaker in the world, and I have a message to say, the whole world is going to see me. And the whole world is going to hear me. Even those people I always wanted to do. And that felt selfish. And that I felt ashamed. Hence, I never spoke about it before. And then I sat and think. I sat and think of the why behind the why. What is the why behind my why? The big why. And then it hit me. When I was a child, I never had a person, a hero, a person to look up to, a person that can inspire me. Ooh, believe me, I had all the how not to be. But I always wanted to have that person that will inspire. When I look up to them, I see myself like them, and I want to become like them. And it gives me a purpose. It gives me a drive to do something with my life and in my life, even something big in my lifetime. So my why behind my why, I realize that I becoming one of the biggest speaker in the world with a big message to bring into this world will help me to become the person I always needed in my life when I was a child. So now I will become that person, that inspiration person for someone else that doesn't feel or know they have someone to look up to. Maybe this is not you, or maybe this is you. Or maybe this was you in your childhood. When you wanted, you look around you and you didn't have someone to look up to. You didn't have someone to model. And you always wanted someone else to look up to you and say, if I did it, so you can. And this is why I'm doing my biggest why. And I come to the conclusion that my why is not to be ashamed of. I'm not ashamed of that. I want to be the biggest speaker in the world. I know my message is meaningful, and I know my message is powerful to bring it out there. And there's so many of me that needs the message that I have today out there. And that's why I do all the sacrifices, the sleepless nights, the thousands of dollars investment in myself, the courses, the mentors, the coaches, the 5 hours or 3 hours of sleep, that work into my days off, and everything I do in between, because I know my why, and I know the deepness of my why behind my why. So my question is to you, what is your truly deep why? And why to be ashamed of it? Why not to speak it out loud? Because maybe there are others like you that feel the same, no? So thank you for watching this video. I appreciate your support. Thank you again. And then one day, maybe you're gonna come here, maybe in comments, or maybe on a stage, or maybe in your life, and you're gonna be proudly speaking about your deepest why. We all have a deep why, and most of the times we forget or we feel too ashamed because the society doesn't accept our whys. But do you? Thank you so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow. And until then, like I always say, live your life like it's truly yours. Bye-bye.